Harry, are you going to cinema to see Despicable Me 4?
Not now, I need to finish watching Love You Stranger. It's my favorite show in the whole wide world.
Well, Sophia and Alexander wanted to see the film and we brought tickets to the 6:30 show, and we need to be at theater in 45 minutes. So if you hurry up and get ready, that will be helpful. My goodness, Harry, you seriously need to stop watching these adult shows, and watch something else like Rhyme Town, Barney and Friends, or Bluey. Now we need to get ready so that we don't end up arriving late.
But Mom, I don't want to see Despicable Me 4, I want to stay at home and watch Squid Game, Love You Stranger, Bob's Burgers, and My Guardian Alien.
Harry, you're coming with us, and there are other things to see besides adult shows. And you enjoy the new movie Despicable Me 4 film.
No, I don't want to come to see Despicable Me, I want to stay at home and watch Love You Stranger, and that is final.
Harry, don't get us started with that childish behavior you used to enjoy in the past like just 6 years ago. Why don't want to see the new film?
I don't like to see Despicable Me 4, I want to watch Love You Stranger, because this is way better than Despicable Me 4, so is Squid Game, Bob's Burgers, and The Simpsons.
Harry, like I said, we need to get ready so that we can be at the theater on time. And besides, I think it's forbidden and strictly prohibited for those adult shows. Despicable Me 4 is more fun to watch than Squid Game and Love You Stranger.
I want to stay home, 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 please Mom. I wanted to stay home and watch episodes of Love You Stranger and The Simpsons. Just like Hands on the Dream and Squid Game.
Harry, no. We cannot hire a babysitter, number 1, and number 2, Sophia and Alexander wants to hold family to see Despicable Me 4, so come on, stop throwing your childish tantrums, and get ready so that we can leave on time.
Hey, don't call me childish, 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 how could you call me that? I'm 15 years old.
Harry, you're not staying at home, you're coming with us, and yes, you're acting childish. Maybe if you would act your age for once, then I will not say you're acting childish. Now I don't want to ask you again, but please get ready so that we can arrive at the theater on time and get a good seat.
Now if you behave yourself, then we can have dinner at Shakey's Pizza. How does that sound?
Wow, that's a good idea, but I promise to behave myself.
I don't think Harry is going to behave himself while I'm seeing Despicable Me. This is so really embarrassing.
I love watching Squid Game Po on my iPad. This is my favorite show in the whole wide world.
I knew this was going to happen. I'm 6, and I don't watch anymore.
Harry, will you please stop watching that? You're embarrassing your kids.
But this is my favorite show in the whole wide world. I really miss able to watch adult shows.
Oh great, here we go again. I have a feeling we're not going to theater on time.
I know that miss your adulthood days, but we've talked that numerous times that before. I think it's a good idea that we need to move on from adult shows and adult-rated content from days because it's rated SBG. And you're entering its senior high school for 3 years after junior high school.
Please, I wanted to keep watching Squid Game. It's my favorite show in the world.
Another thing, Harry, I need to concentrate on the road. So you will please keep quiet?
No, I don't want to keep quiet. I want to watch adult shows until we arrived at the SM cinema.
Harry, no.
This is going to be so embarrassing. I just know it.
Hands on the Dream and Love You Stranger is my favorite show in the world, and it's not forbidden and prohibited to watch adult shows, and it's good for us to watch that, just like it's good for us to watch Squid Game, Bob's Burgers, and The Simpsons.
Harry, stop throwing your childish tantrums, and this is why I had to pull over the road.
Don't call me childish, 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 how could you call me childish? I'm 15 years old, stopping an entitled Michelle.
Harry, for the love of Burger King, stop calling an entitled Michelle, that is not very nice to do that. We are going to be late at the theater if you stop throwing tantrums.
I want to go home. 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 I want to go home.
We're not going home, we are going to see Despicable Me 4, and I want to be on your best behavior at the theater. If you throw a tantrum while at the theater, we will likely be asked to me. Now, are you going to behave yourself?
I'm not going to stop crying until we will go home so I can watch my guardian alien.
How much worse can this get? I think we should go see Despicable Me 4 another time, and we should have a babysitter while we see Despicable Me 4.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Good evening and welcome to cinema. What can I do for you today?
I would like to have 5 tickets to see Despicable Me 4.
I don't want to tell you this, but I have to. All of the show times for Despicable Me 4 are sold out tonight. However, we have tomorrow at 11:30, 1:30, 3:30, 6:30, and 9:30. Which one you like?
I would like 4 tickets for the 6:30 show.
That will be 150 pesos even.
I want to see Despicable Me 4.
Harry, you're not joining us tomorrow, because you made us late today. Instead, we're going to have a babysitter watch over you.
I want to see Despicable Me 4. 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 Wow.